So, my name is Sammy, and this is a song that I made, and I'm a very small Vocaloid producer, but I still want to go through this song and a few tips that I have for new producers, in which I also have another video coming out soon regarding that topic. I want to go through the song itself along with commentating on top of it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to listen to the piano right here. I usually use Keyzone Classic and OTT. Their OTT is a plugin that gives off that tight, like, sound, I guess, a high pass, low pass type of sound. The VST that I use for piano is Keyzone Classic and Contact 8. Specifically Grandpa's Paper Piano, which is the same VST that Maratu uses in a lot of his creations. So we'll play this, or I'll play it. So that's a good start. It's good. It's not too much to take in if you're listening to it. The main thing that I want to talk about is what I didn't like about this whole song. The thing that I didn't like about the song was the fact that I was so caught up on mixing. The whole mixing part, it makes everything sound extremely muddy, and I'm too lazy to fix it, so I'm leaving the song alone. Not only that, but it's a Tenna Deltarune Fansong that I made, and I think that concept does not align with the image that I want to create as me, as the Vocaloid producer. So you gotta take into account the fan base that you want to harbor and the fan base and the community that you want to create. That's something I thought about after I finished quote unquote the song. I thought to myself, I don't really want the fan base that I see a lot on Deltarune migrate to my work. And I know that sounds extremely selfish, but I see a lot of children and a lot of younger teens, and that's not really the type of content that I want to create when it comes to my own music. I want it to be older teens, young adults, I guess. Just people that are mature. I guess I don't want to be faced with interacting and trying to herd children into a little barn or something. It's just, there's a whole can of worms for people that I actually know to talk to about. So I'm not, I guess, bro, but yeah, think about the fan base you want to harbor. The other thing I didn't like was these piano patterns. They're so messy, as you can see. They're very complicated, extremely complicated. Oh my god, that scared me. Holy shit. Extremely complicated. Well, not extremely complicated, but it just looks like a lot to listen to, so that means it is a lot to listen to. So that's another thing that you have to watch out for, is that you have to be mindful of the human ear and how humans process sound and, how they listen to it. So if you make a confusing song and it's complicated and it's too much to listen to, nobody's going to want to listen to it. For producers, you have to have a good mix between not too much to process and not too little to process. I think that's one of the main issues that a lot of producers have, and one of the reasons why they don't take off, or maybe they take off because there's pity, or people are like, yes, this is niche, so we're gonna just blow it up. Because I find that a lot in Vocaloid fan bases, which is good. But if it's too much and too little, I feel like a lot of people aren't going to want to listen to it. It won't be enjoyable. It's one of the reasons why people listen to music, is to make them feel happy. So you gotta keep that in mind when you're creating. We're gonna listen to this. So this first part. So that's the reason why I only added minimal sound effects. I did have a drum loop here. It got deleted somehow, so I'm not really gonna replace that, but you know, you could probably listen to the demo if I just put it out. But if things are too complicated, people aren't gonna want to listen to it. I keep yawning. So there's that. Well, first, when I do a piano thing, then I move on to the lead, because the lead is kind of just like that one like melody that's in the background all the time that, you know, you want to like hum it every like now and then while you're doing dishes or some shit. So there was that. I have no quarrels with this. Nothing with the thing. I feel like you can't have the same lead repeat over and over throughout the song. You have to have a little bit of variety, because it makes it boring. It makes it sound, you know, whatever, especially if you're making Vocaloid music. There's a lot of changes that happen in Vocaloid producing it, in the production and songs that people make. But you know, Mesmerizer was a big like music loop. Looping the rooms is almost like a big music loop. So there aren't many shifts in a lot of modern Vocaloid music compared to maybe almost 20 years ago, when they would be full like orchestrated, you know, huge like whatever blah blah blah, you know. But now it feels like it's more of a content creation medium than it is a music producing medium, which is, I believe, is very unfortunate, but that's how it is on this bitch of an earth. Anyways, I hate this lead. I hate this lead. And I wanted it to be like a little Easter egg for, you know, oh, it's a Deltarune fan song. Of course, they're going to use like the sound fonts and whatever. You don't have to. That's one of the things. Holy fuck. I keep yawning. I have to take my ADHD medication. It's almost like 8 in the morning. But that's one of the quarrels that I have with Fansongs, is that, you know, you hear a Sonic fan song created with Vocaloid and it's like blatant reference. Oh my god, it's Sonic is here, Sonic is coming to Fortnite. Especially like one of the examples would be like I Love Jinsei Runner, which is the first Project Own Soku collab song. So like the Sonic Hatsune Miku official song for Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Oh my god, dude, I have to calm down. The moment my autistic ass hears Sonic, I could just go into it like what I don't like about these songs, the point that I'm trying to make, is that if it's a blatant reference to the song or to the media, I don't like when fan songs do that. Personally, I want it to be part of you. So when I make fan songs or reference media in my songs, I try to make it subtle instead of just making it blatant, because I hate when creative things like songs are extremely blatant and you can hear everything. I love when things are metaphorical, but I'm fucking yapping. So I've removed that. Fuck that. Like, I don't care. We're gonna look at the drums. So right here, this, for drum loops, I go online. I'm not a percussionist. I'm a producer, and I don't care about percussion. Worst advice to take, don't listen to me. At the moment. And if you believe in percussion, do percussion. Make your own drum loops, make whatever. I'm lazy, and I don't feel like learning drums to try and sound design what sounds good, because drums and creating loops like that, it's basically sound design. It's what, like, you know, I use Sample Focus, I use Looperman, and I also subscribe to people's like Patreons and things like that for producer loops. I'm blanking out. I'm like, so I'm lazy on that. Just use loops. Just don't use them across every single song like I have, because I've used this song, I've used this loop in Decade, and I've used it in Zero Line, and I've used it in some other place. I can't even remember. This one I've used all the time. You can hear it in every single song. I don't change the frequency. It sounds clean enough. I don't care. So whatever. Going back to the Fansong thing, when it comes to references, that's a reference. It's a reference, obviously. Dial up, email, whatever for a Deltarune fan song. Like, yeah, that's how that goes. This is what I mean. Subtle. Be subtle. I think, even though it's not that good of a song, and maybe other people would have liked it, I enjoyed the fact that I made it because it helped me learn different things and what I want to do and what I don't want to do in terms of music. I don't want to create something like this, even though other people might have liked it. I fucking hate this song so much. I hate this song so much. But yeah, it's I don't want to end this off like a fucking voice critical video, but it's basically about it. See ya.